Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. 7th Canto, Chapter 6, Text 19. Na hi achyutam prinayatah bahu ayasah asuratmajah atmatvat sarvabhutanam siddhatvat iha सर्वतः नहि च्युतं प्रीणयतो बहु आयासो नहि अच्युतं प्रीणयतो बहु आयासो सुरात्मजः आत्मवात् सर्वभूतानां सिद्धत्वादिह सर्वतः न हि अच्युतं प्रीणयतो बहु आयासो सुरात्मजः आत्मत्वात् सर्वभूतानां सिद्धत्वादिह सर्वतः न हि अच्युतं प्रीणयतो बहु आयासो असुरात्मजः आत्मत्वात् सर्वभूतानां सिद्धत्वादिह सर्वतः नहि अच्युतं प्रीणयतो बहु आयाससुरात्मजः आत्मत्वात् सर्वभूतानां सिद्धत्वादिह सर्वतः नहि अच्युतं प्रीणयतो बहु आयाससुरात्मजः आत्मत्वात् सर्वभूतानां सिद्धत्वादिह सर्वतः नहि अच्युतं प्रीणयतो बहु आयाससुरात्मजः सर्वभूतानां सिद्धत्वादिह सर्वतः। माताजी नहि अच्युतं प्रीणयतो बहु आयाससुरात्मजः आत्मत्वात् सर्वभूतानां सिद्धत्वादिह सर्वतः नहि अच्युतं प्रीणयतो बहु आयाससुरात्मजः आत्मत्वात् सर्वभूतानां सिद्धत्वादिह सर्वतः नहि अच्युतं प्रीणयतो बहु आयाससुरात्मजः आत्मत्वात् सर्वभूतानां सिद्धत्वादिह सर्वतः not he indeed Achyutam, the infallible Supreme Personality of Godhead, Prinayatah, satisfying, Bahu, much, Ayasaha, endeavor, Asura Atmaja, O sons of the demons, Atmatvat, because of being intimately related as the super soul, Sarva Bhutanam, of all living entities, Siddhatvat, because of being established, Iha, in this world, Sarvataha, in all direction, in all times and from all angles of vision. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. Translation. My dear sons of the demons, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayan, is the original Super Soul, the father of all living entities. Consequently, there are no impediments to pleasing Him or worshipping Him under any conditions, whether one be a child or an old man. The relationship between the living entities and the Supreme Personality of Godhead is always a fact, and therefore there is no difficulty in pleasing the Lord. Please repeat. My dear sons of the demons, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayan, is the original Super Soul, the father of all living entities. Consequently, there are no impediments to pleasing Him or worshipping Him under any conditions, whether one be a child or an old man. The relationship between the living entities and the Supreme Personality of Godhead is always a fact, and therefore there is no difficulty in pleasing the Lord. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. One may ask, one is certainly very attached to family life, but if one gives up family life to be attached to the service of the Lord, one must undergo the same endeavor and trouble. Therefore, what is the benefit of taking the trouble to engage in the service of the Lord? This is not a valid objection. The Lord asserts in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva yonishu kanteya murtaya sambhavantiya tasam brahma mahat yoni aham bija pradapita. It should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving Father. The Supreme Lord Narayan is the seed-giving Father of all living entities, because the living entities are parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord. Mame vansa jiva loka jiva bhuta sanatana. As there is no difficulty in establishing the intimate relationship between a father and son, there is no difficulty in re-establishing the natural, intimate relationship between Narayan and the living entities. Salpang apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. If one performs even a very little, slight devotional service, Narayan is always ready to save one from the greatest danger. The definite example is Ajamil. Ajamil separated himself from the Supreme Personality of Godhead by performing many sinful activities and was condemned by Yamaraj to be very severely punished. But because at the time of death he chanted the name of Narayan, although he was calling not for the Supreme Lord Narayan but for his son named Narayan, he was saved from the hands of Yamaraj. Therefore, pleasing Narayan does not require as much endeavor as pleasing one's family, community, and nation. We have seen important political leaders killed for a slight discrepancy in their behavior. Therefore, pleasing one's society, family, community, and nation is extremely difficult. Pleasing Narayan, however, is not at all difficult. It is very easy. One's duty is to revive one's relationship with Narayan. A slight endeavor in this direction will make the attempt successful, whereas one will never be successful in pleasing his so-called family, society, and nation, even if one endeavors to sacrifice his life. The simple endeavor involved in the devotional service of Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, hearing and chanting the holy name of the Lord, can make one successful in pleasing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has therefore bestowed his blessings by saying, Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. All glories to Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. If one wants to derive the actual benefit from this human form, he must take to the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sopadantikam Bandeyam Shri Guru Suyatapatakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavansya Shri Rupam Shakrajatam Sagana Raghunatha Nitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Ravita Shri Visakha Nitam Swaram. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanda Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanasute Devi Pranamami Hari Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhuveva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Mahavadannaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratise Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जय श्री गौरताई श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जय, श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर देवी की जय। नहि अच्युतं प्रीणयत बहु आयास असुरात्मजा आत्मत्वात् सर्वभूतानां सिद्धत्वात् इह सर्वतः. So here in this verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, Sri Prahlad Maharaj is instructing his classmates, his friends, how to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead very easily. As we all know from our experience in the material world, how difficult it is to please materialistic people, our family members, wife, husband, children, parents, relatives. It is very, very difficult. Even if we work very honestly, try to please others, but still there will be people who will be displeased with us, who will be inimical towards us, even if we want to try to please them. Because in this material world, all of our relationships are based on self-interest. So as long as self-interest is there, we are happy that we are fulfilling our self-interest. As soon as a little bit self-interest is hurt, it does not matter how friendly relationship we have with other person. Immediately we will become inimical towards him. Immediately we will try to criticize him. And in this way, enmity will increase. So, in the material world, we are working very hard. Try to please our family members, friends, relatives. But we see we cannot actually please them. Maybe we can please some people for some time, but not all the people for all the time. It is not possible. Even the people who are pleasing now, maybe later on they also will become displeased with us, when their self-interest will be hurt. As we say in the family, like a householder, he is working very hard, day and night. Sometimes he does not get enough rest at night. Sometimes he has no time to eat peacefully because he is working so hard to earn money. So he can eat nicely, sleep nicely, and enjoy life nicely. But he is working very hard day and night, but he has no time to enjoy his meal. He is always very interested to finish his meal very quickly and go to the work. So he cannot enjoy his meal. Though sometimes people they say like this that they have no time to sleep, no time to eat. And sometimes even they cannot take care of their children. Even the children cannot see the father. He's working day and night. So this is the situation in the family life. Everyone is very busy. And you ask them that, my dear such and such, so you are working so hard day and night, please take a little bit off from your duty and come to the temple. Get nice darshan of the Lord and you will be very happy. Then he will say, oh Swamiji, I have no time. I am very busy. Busy for what? Busy to try to earn money to make family members happy. But the family members will never become happy. At the end of the life, when the same person becomes old, he is unable to work. He would sit in the house. Then the same family members, they would not like that person who had worked so hard throughout his life, dedicated his life for the pleasure of family members. So now he is unable to work. The same family members would not like him, that he is only sitting, suffering from different diseases and engaging them in his service. And sometimes they will speak in such a way that will pierce the heart of the old man. The wife will say, oh, what you have done for us? You have done nothing for us. Then children would say, our father has not done anything for us. So what will happen to the old man who worked so hard throughout his day, throughout his life, and now he is hearing these things from the same persons whom he wanted to please. So the person, now he cannot do anything. He is so frustrated in family life, but still he cannot get out. He is so much attached to the family life. Even if he is being insulted again and again, being neglected again and again, still he wants to stay in his family, in thinking that he will be comfortable in his family. This is the situation of a person who is bewildered by the material nature. So here Prahlad Maharaj is teaching his classmates, those who are young children, maybe 5, 6 years old children. He is teaching them how to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because these children would become young, they would enter into Grihastha ashram, and they would do the same thing what their parents have done. And they will be also frustrated at the end of their life. So that's why Prahlad Maharaj is cautioning them from the very beginning of their life that they would never be able to please their family members. The end result will be they will be insulted, they will be neglected, and they will be in great distress at the end of their life. So then why waste one's life for these useless things to please the family members? Of course, when you are in a family, you have to do your duty, but this attachment towards one's family, relatives, that drives one from the attachment from Krishna. We are supposed to actually develop attachment for Krishna because He is our only father, mother, everything. Pitahang asya jagato mata dhata pitama. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that I am the father, I am the mother, I am the nurse, I am the maintainer of all living entities. So we have an eternal relationship with Krishna. And we have forgotten that relationship. And we are now working hard for our temporary relationship in this material world in so-called family. We are thinking, this is my family, these family members are related to me, so I have certain duties towards them, I have certain work to please them. But we have to understand, our relationship with our family is temporary, just for one lifetime. These family members were never there in previous lifetime. In previous lifetime, there was another family, different family. Then previous to that, there was a different family. So in every lifetime, our family members are changing. Our parents are changing. Wives, husbands are changing. Children are changing. Everything is changing. We are all eternal spirit souls, part and parcel of Krishna. And we are coming to this material world, taking birth in a particular family to get the results of our activities, previous activities. That's why we are taking birth in a particular family. And as soon as we die, then we will again go and enter into another life, another family. In this way, every lifetime it is changing. And every lifetime, as long as we are going to take birth, we are going to suffer. We are going to suffer from birth, old age, disease and death. It doesn't matter how much endeavor we make to become happy. We can never become happy in this material world, as this material world is dukhalayam asvasatam. This is a place of misery and this is temporary. That's why Prahlad Maharaj is instructing his classmates that why waste time in trying to become happy oneself and trying to make others happy. This is just a wastage of time. It is better that we just try to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead, with whom we have eternal relationship. And we try to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead with little endeavor. He will reciprocate immediately. And He will never insult us. The Supreme Personality of Godhead will never betray us. He will never insult us. He will take care of us. That's why in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Solpang apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. That if we perform little devotional service, try to please Krishna, then Krishna will save us from the greatest danger. This is the result of trying to please Krishna, trying to perform some little devotional service. That's why Prahlad Maharaj, he is giving this alternative to his classmates, that instead of wasting one's time in so-called family life, try to please Krishna. That's why he says, Achyutang prinayato. Achyuta, the infallible Lord, who never betrays his devotees. He never goes back from his promise. Krishna promises in Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna pratijanihi name bhakta pranasyati. Arjuna, you declare boldly in this material world that my devotees will never perish. You declare it boldly, Krishna says. That means Krishna is promising to protect his devotees. So if we just try to please Krishna, Krishna immediately takes care of that devotee. At least this person is trying to please me. Krishna gives him the intelligence by which one can please Krishna. because he is sitting as Paramatma within our heart. So he knows everything. He is Antaryami. So whenever we desire little bit, become frustrated from material life, and we desire within our heart just to serve Krishna, then Krishna makes all arrangements. How can we serve Krishna? So Prahlad Maharaj said, Achyutam Prinayata. That's why he is using the word Achyuta for Krishna. That this infallible Supreme Personality of Godhead, who will not go back from his promise. You surrender to him, then Krishna will protect you. You become his devotee, Krishna will take care of you. And Krishna tells this thing in Bhagavad Gita again and again. Krishna says, Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mang namaskuru mameva sasi satyante pratijane priyoshi. You always think of me, become my devotee. Always worship me. Manmana bhava mad bhakta madhyaji mang namaskuru. Pay your obeisances to me. You just do this, I am promising you. You will come to me. So this is Krishna's promise. So he is infallible. Krishna will not go back from his promise. That's why Prahlad Maharaj says, Achyutam, then we have to Prinayata. We have to please this same Achyuta, who would never go back from his promise. Who will never come down from his position. He will always maintain his position. So to please the same personality of Godhead is actually the goal of our life. But then Srila Prabhupada in the purport says that one may object. One may say that, okay, you are telling to please Krishna, but we are trying to please our family members. And we are working day and night very hard throughout our life. And it is very difficult to please our family members even if we work day and night throughout our life. And now you are telling to please Krishna, so it will be more difficult to please Krishna. If it is difficult to please the family members who are mortals, material men, then it will be very difficult to please Krishna, who is a transcendental personality. Then Prahlad Maharaj says, don't worry for that. Don't worry. You will not work so hard as you are working for your family members. Krishna is so merciful that if you want to please him, then Bahu Ayasa. Bahu Ayasa means more endeavor. You don't have to do more endeavor. Or you don't have to work hard to please Krishna. Nahi Bahu Ayasa. So you don't have to work so hard as you are working for your family members. This is the difference for working for the family members and for working for Krishna. While trying to please your family members, you are working hard, actually you are suffering. When you work hard, you will be suffering. You will have no time to eat nicely, no time to take rest nicely. And you have to physically work, so you become tired. So this is suffering. This is not enjoyment. But when you work for Krishna, actually instead of suffering, you will enjoy. You don't have to work hard, and you will also enjoy while working for Krishna. That's why it has been stated that pratyakshaavagamam dharmam susukham kartum abhyayam. That when you perform your eternal duty towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead, you can do it susukham. When you do it very peacefully and pleasantly. You will become very happy when you serve Krishna. You get happiness. And susukham kartum abhyayam. And it will never be destroyed. Suppose in a material world you are working very hard, but you did not get the proper result for what you worked hard. And then your endeavor became useless. Whatever suffering you had undergone, it is gone, it was wastage. Now again you have to try. Again you have to work. Or if you are working hard and you gave up in the middle for some reason, then your endeavor, the half endeavor, what you did, that also became waste. But in Krishna's service, even if you could not please Krishna, just you do a little service for Krishna. You do a little service, and that is abhaya. That will never be lost. That will remain eternal. It will be saved for you. When you start again, you start from there. So there is no wastage of time and energy while serving Krishna. That's why Prahlad Maharaj says, Nahi achyutang prinayato bahu ayasam. Asuratmaja. O sons of the demons, so you don't have to work hard to please Krishna. And Krishna is so merciful, he will reciprocate with your little service. Even sometimes you think in your mind that I want to love Krishna. I want to please Krishna. And when you just think in your mind, Krishna already knows this because he is within the heart as Paramatma. So he understands the mind of the devotee that okay, this person wants to please me, want to love me. Then Krishna makes the arrangement how that devotee can proceed from there. So this is Krishna's mercy. His mercy flows in this way. When we want to serve Krishna, Krishna helps us. He makes the arrangement by which we can proceed in the path of devotional service to please Krishna. So here, another question will arise. Srila Prabhupada says also in the purport that, the sons of the demons, the classmates of Prahlad Maharaj, would say to Prahlad Maharaj, okay Prahlad, you are telling us not to work hard for our family members because this is the wastage of time, and you are trying to please Krishna, but where can we find Krishna? He is not easily obtainable. We can see our family members. We can see them face to face. We can serve them. They can reciprocate with us. But as far as Krishna is concerned, we don't see him. He is invisible. So how can we serve him? Then Prahlad Maharaj says that you don't have to look for Krishna. You don't have to go and look for Krishna everywhere. Why? Because Krishna is within your heart itself. You don't have to go outside somewhere to search for him. He is already sitting within your heart as Paramatma. That's why he is using the word Atmatvat. So Prahlad Maharaj says Atmatvat. So he is just like Atma of Sarvabhutana, of all living entities. All living entities means Sthavara and Jangam, movable and immovable. All living entities. Krishna is sitting within the heart of all living entities as Paramatma. So Surudam Sarvabhutana. So you don't have to look for Krishna anywhere else. He is already within your heart. And why you should try to please him? Because he is the Atma or soul of all living entities. Like we have a material body. Naturally, we all love our own body. We like our own body more than anyone else. And in the body itself, we like our own soul. If soul would not be there, then the body would be useless. So when the soul leaves the body becomes dead. No one likes the dead body. One may like a alive body, but no one would like a dead body, because the soul is not there. That means the soul is dear to us. Our soul is dear to us because the soul is the source of Chaitana, conscience. So this when soul is present, the consciousness is spread all over the body. That's why the soul is very dear to us. And in the same way, if our own soul is very dear to us, then Krishna, Paramatma, he is the soul of all souls. Krishna, the Supreme Soul, is soul of all souls. How it is? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that Mamevangsa Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. That all these spirit souls are my eternal part and parcel. So that means all these souls which are dear to us are coming from Krishna. So Krishna is the original Supreme Soul. He is the origin of everything. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matta bhajante mang buddha bhava samannita. So I am the source of everything, both material and spiritual. Everything is emanating from me, Krishna says. That's why he is the source of all souls. That's why here the word is used, Atmatvat. Atmatvat Sarvabhutana. Because Krishna is the Supreme Soul of all souls, all living entities. That's why he is to be worshipped. He is to be pleased only. So then, Prahlad Maharaj says, Atmatvad Sarvabhutanam Siddhatvad Iha Sarvatah. So, Prahlad Maharaj says that this thing, this statement has been established, Siddhatvad. This has been established by Krishna himself, by all the Vedic literatures, and by all the knowers of Vedic literatures, the great souls. This is established by all of them, that Krishna is the super soul of all living entities, and he is only to be served or pleased. And this can be done iha sarvataha. This can be done anywhere and everywhere at any time. One can serve Krishna and try to please him at anywhere, at any time, with anything. So this is the way Krishna has directed to please him, that we can please him very easily. One may say that, oh, I am in a foreign land, how can I please Krishna? Here the ingredients are not available. No. Krishna is very easily pleased. And anyone can please Krishna from anywhere of the entire universe. Suppose one may say that, okay, Krishna is present within the heart of all living entities, and I want to please him, but here I am in a foreign country and I have no proper ingredients to offer to Krishna. But Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that patram puspam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti parvatam asnami prayatatmana. Okay, if you don't get anything, you can get these four things anywhere. You can get a leaf, a flower, a fruit, a little water. And you offer this with devotion. That is very important. Krishna is bhavagrahi. He accepts the bhava, means the devotion of the devotee. He does not see the ingredients. He sees the bhava, the devotion of the devotee. If there is no devotion, real devotion, you may offer Krishna so many different varieties of ingredients, but you cannot please Krishna. Like we understand from Mahabharata that when Duryodhana invited Krishna to his house to feed Krishna, so he prepared so many different opulent items to give it to Krishna. But his intention was not to please Krishna. He wanted to show off his opulence to Krishna. So many people that do like that. They want to show off their opulence, that how opulently I am worshipping Krishna. You all come and see. This is the intention. So there is a pride in it. And Krishna does not accept that kind of offering. So Krishna did not go to the house of Duryodhana. But he went to the house of Vidura, who never invited Krishna. He went to his house uninvited. And whatever was available, Vidur's wife gave to Krishna, he accepted. And he became very pleased. So that's why Krishna said you offer it with devotion. That is very important. That when we are making the offering, we want to show off ourselves with pride or with great humility, we offer something for Krishna's pleasure. So that depends upon the consciousness of a person. With what consciousness we are making the offering. That's why Krishna says, if you offer it with devotion, I will asnami. I will accept. Asnami means actually eating. Not accepting, just eating. That means Krishna is telling that you offer with devotion. What he is telling? Leaf, flower, fruit and water. He can eat all these things. He can eat flower, he can eat leaves, he can eat fruits, naturally we eat. But Krishna is telling you, offer devotion, I can even eat flowers. So that is the extent Krishna wants to go for his devotees' devotion. He can do anything for his devotee. Even we know from Lord Ramchandra's pastimes that we are not supposed to offer to Krishna if it is first eaten by us. We cannot offer our remnants to Krishna. But Sabari offered to Krishna first. She tested whether the fruit was very sweet or not. Then she offered to Ramchandra. Oh, Ramchandra, this fruit is very nice, very sweet. You please taste. Oh, this fruit is not good, not very tasty. She throws away. And Lord Ramchandra accepted that move of Sabari. He accepted that fruit. And Lakshmana was furious. What the Sabari is doing? Offering to Lord Ramchandra her remnant. But the Lord is so merciful for his devotee that he can go to any extent for his devotee. That's why Prahlad Maharaj says that pleasing Krishna is very easy. You don't have to work hard. You don't have to make elaborate arrangements to please Krishna. You can do it without going through all these hardships like you go in family life. You can worship Krishna anywhere, any part of the world, with anything, but it needs your devotion to please Krishna. So Krishna can be pleased very easily. If you have devotion, so devotion is very important. That's why Prabhupada also says in purport that sometimes one may think that I am in such a place, I cannot even get anything. Not even water or leaf, flower or fruit. Then how can I please Krishna? But still there is a way to please Krishna. Even if you don't get anything physically, you can offer everything mentally to Krishna also. Krishna can also accept mentally. When a devotee does not get anything, so he mentally offers everything to Krishna and Krishna accepts that. We understand from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was coming to Vrindavan from Nilachal, coming through Bengal, so Nrsingananda Brahmachari heard that. So he was arranging an elaborate reception for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, not physically, but he was arranging mentally. He was just meditating. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would come, on the way. So he was decorating the pathway with flowers. And that was all in his mind. There was no physical flowers. So he was decorating the road with flowers all the way to Kanai Natsala. And up beyond Kanai Natsala, he could not decorate the road. Even if he tried again and again in his mind to decorate the road for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to go to Vrindavan, he could not do so. Then he came to the conclusion that this time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not going to Vrindavan beyond Kanai Natsala. And same thing happened. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only went to Kanai Natsala and came back. So that time he could not come to Vrindavan. Again, second time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directly came from Nilachal to Vrindavan. So, to worship Krishna is so easy that wherever we are, in whatever circumstances we are, we can worship Krishna, and it needs little devotion. That's all is needed. That little devotion to please Krishna. Then we can worship Krishna, we can please Krishna, and we can attain our life's perfection by doing so. And in this way, we can get rid of the trouble of this material world, taking birth again and again and going through this hardship, going through this trouble in this material world. So we can be relieved from all these things just by surrendering to Krishna and pleasing Krishna. That is the instruction Sri Prahlad Maharaj is giving to his classmates. Hare Krishna. Is there any comments or questions? Yes. Someone can give him mic.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Just like Krishna was doing the covered boys, taking prasadam, and covered boys, they were feeding Krishna from their tiffins.
Yeah.
So with the love, whatever they were giving was accepted.
You see, we cannot imitate the friends of Krishna. To do that, we have to also attain that stage. It is true that the cowherd boys were also giving their remnants to Krishna, and Krishna was eating happily. But we cannot do so because we are not in that stage. So we cannot imitate. But when we attain that stage, then only we can do. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Jai Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki